Hello everyone, I'm Father Andrian. In this video, I'm going to present my presentation about cultures and comparative literature. Uh, First, the relation of literature and culture. Literature is seen as a reflection of culture and society, portraying people's ideas and dreams set in certain time and space frameworks in the most creative and imaginary way. It both depicts and inspires social changes and is often treated as a credible source of culture representation. According to Hanaur, who argues that literature is a valuable source of cultural knowledge precisely because it does present a personal interpretation of the life and values as the author of the literary work experiences them. Literature and culture are deeply interrelated and both have a strong relationship with each other because during years and from the oldest of time, literature embodied culture. Literature stands as a voice that expresses values and beliefs and shows how people live as individual or as a group with this perspective and how their cultural life was and how their culture and tradition used to be. Literature becomes the ideal tool to show the learners the English-speaking world and to lead them to discover English culture. It gives a great opportunity for the learners to increase their world knowledge as they will have access to a variety of contexts and which is undoubtedly related to the target culture. Uh, Next, cultural analysis. As a discipline, cultural analysis is based on using qualitative research method of the arts, humanities, social sciences, in particular ethnography and anthropology. The purpose of this, uh, the way qualitative research methods works is we collect data on cultural phenomena, and then we interpret cultural representations and practices. Uh, the purpose of cultural analysis is to gain new knowledge or understanding by analyzing uh, the data we get, the data and cultural processes for. Uh, there are four themes to sociological cultural analysis. First, adaptation and change. This refers to how well a certain culture adapts to its surroundings by being used and developed. Some examples of these are foods, tools, homes, surroundings, art, and etc. that show how the given culture adapted. Also, this aspect aims to show how the given culture makes the environment more accommodating. To how culture is used to survive. It is how the given culture helps its members survive the environment. There is holism or specificity. It is the ability to put the observations into a single collection and presenting it in a coherent manner. Uh, the fourth last, expressions. This focuses on studying the expressions and performance of everyday culture. These develop at the intersection of cultural studies, comparative literature, art history, fine art, philosophy, literary theory, theology, anthropology. It developed an interdisciplinary approach to the study of texts, images, films, and all related cultural practices. It offers an interdisciplinary approach to the analysis of cultural representations and practices. Uh, how culture influences literature. Culture affects literature because all writers, some more intentionally than others, write from the perspective of their culture. When people read literature, they read it from the point of view of their culture as well. So there can be multiple cultural points of view in a single work of literature. Literature's effect on art. The FAQ farmers have said that both literature and art and always will be affected by what time the artist or author lives in, the political war, and mostly by the personal experiences that the artist or author has gone through at the time. Art can have influence on literature, and works of art can influence other artists. In some rare cases, a book can inspire an artist to make a unique piece of art. The difference between literature and popular culture and the difference between literature and popular culture. Literature refers to written words like fiction, poetry, drama, criticism that are considered to have permanent artistic value, while popular culture refers to mediums such as film, television, fashion trends, or current events that have artistic value. Cultural context influences literature based on people's way of living in a certain place. It can be used to change a bad society into a better life for the reader. It can change one's way of thinking and do many motivational things. Some literature is about a specific culture or holds subtle commentaries on cultures which give a background to the characters and their lives to better help you understand and relate with them. The last section is the benefits of literature in society. Literature provides many uses in society, though some of them may also be accomplished by electronic media such as television. Uh, but literature is for sure a better gives a better benefit to the society. These uses include one, it preserves language. If everyone is reading the same thing throughout the generation, then the language used will be handed down from one generation to another. Think of where you know the words "the" and "thou" from. Second is they paint the ideal of society at the current time. In times of war, villains usually become the enemy nation. In cultural decay, the villains become the people in charge of the society. Likewise, in civil prosperity, the villains become those who threaten that society, such as crime lords and other criminals. Third is literature provides an entry point into improving the skill of reading. From ABC books to doctoral thesis, skills range throughout society and remain important in connecting a society as a whole. Literature culture is important to a translator because the translator needs a background to feel what the writer is trying to portray. When one knows where the piece is coming from, the basis, the literary culture, it makes it a lot easier to translate. Culture without literature is uh, possible, but there are many societies with distinct cultures without having written in the local language. Standard norms have been passed on have been have been passed on from generation to generation for centuries. All right, that's the end of the presentation.